OJF graph and all those graphs have you done? Done it. Then why are you not sending? Okay. Send it later. See, Naomi, you have to practice this mean, Naomi. Okay. Mean chapter and this graphical representation. Do you have any doubts in that graphical representation? There are how many types of graphs are there? What are those three types? Yes. What are they? Very good. Histogram, frequency, polygon, OJ. All three methods, you know? All three. That is what they've given students. Can you see the screen, all of you? Is it being shared? All of you respond. Is it being shared? Okay. Graphical representation. This is your syllabus. Graphical representation of data. Data is those numbers, values. Lemula, can you see the screen? Why are you late, Lemula? And which test did you have? All of you had exam today? Value education, another one, ethicism. Was it for final exam? They contacted so soon? Okay. Fine. This doesn't affect your marks, right? Percentage. Is this grade system? It no problem. Grade they don't. It doesn't matter, students. A, B, C. But if you are in B, fine. Grade systems B is like 60-70%. Okay. So now you'll have to concentrate up to 130. I'll conduct. See, each and every student are joining late again and again. I have to explain. Okay, what did Adya tell Ivania? She can't attend, right? Adya, Joanna, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is Marian also there in that choir or singing anything? Hmm. She's not there in anything. Still takes lot of time to attend. Okay. See, graphical representation, students. This entire thing, I'll tell you what I'll give topics. What are the topics for test? This statistics, this entire thing, statistics is for minimum 8 marks. Remember, minimum 8, maximum up to 15 they have given. 15. In that graphical representation, method of drawing an ogive. Histogram, all of you understood what is histogram? How to draw histogram? You draw square here, squares. What about frequency polygon? You keep dots, right? You keep dots. That is frequency polygon. Ogive is nothing but cumulative frequency, students. Cumulative frequency curve. Look here. The meaning of ogive itself is a cumulative frequency graph, which means you have to find the cumulative value first. That's the other meaning of ogive. Cumulative value. So frequency polygon ogive graph is almost the same. The only difference is you take the upper limit for cumulative frequency. I mean ogive graph you have to calculate cumulative frequency and upper limit. From the class interval we need to take the upper limit and draw. That's it. In this 24th chapter, minimum 5 marks. You either get this ogive graph, if not histogram plus frequency polygon together. Okay, if not 4 marks. In this 5 marks, they give 1 plus 4. That is, one 4-mark question, one MCQ question. One 4 marks and one. The same goes with this 5 marks. One 4 marks question, one MCQ question. They give like this. If not, yeah, in this one, again, 4 marks question. One 4 marks, one 3 marks. This is how they give. So from mean chapter, you'll get 2 questions. One 4 marks, one 3 marks, students. Remember. In mean, which one is toughest part? Which calculation is tough to solve? In mean. Which method is tough? Respond all of you. Step deviation is tough, right? If they give step deviation, they give it for 3 marks, students. 3. Okay, 3 marks. If not, they'll give a normal question for 3 marks. Direct method. If they give step deviation, it's for 4 marks. In the same way, there is an important concept here, quartile concept. Mean, median. We'll do that next week, Monday. We'll be starting that on Monday, the 26th chapter. So quartile, interquartile, there are a few calculations that you get for 4 or 5 marks. So 5 plus 5, 10, and 1, 14, 1, 4. So total 15, 8 to 15 marks. Minimum 12 marks, students. Minimum 12 marks in statistics. First thing, understand the concept. Mean, we have done lot of questions. Graphical representation, I've solved. Next, median. Median is also easy. Median, quartile, mode is also easy. That will take another 2 or 3 days. Okay, so 12 marks from that. Is it clear, all of you? Did you understand the pattern? Questions and all these things. Okay, now back to this question. Frequency polygon and ogive graph. In ogive, there are total 3 methods and 4 types of question. Not only that, even mean, students. Mean. I'll explain once again what are different types of question you get. In statistics, there are only basically 4 or 5 types of question. That's it. You should know how to change the values. Then it is very simple. Next. So this Monday, not Monday, tomorrow I'll send the paper. I'll be giving 24, chapter 24, 25. More questions from this, chapter 24, 25. Fine. Then trigonometry identities, heights and distance. We'll do one thing, not Sunday. Monday or Tuesday I'll conduct a test. Before that I'll make you all revise. Trigonometry identity, heights and distance, I'll make you all revise. These two. Chapter 23, chapter 22. Next. Chapter 27. These are the topics. Then this month I'll be teaching even construction. I'll complete even construction. December, construction also will be done. Fine. What about arithmetic progression? All of you remember arithmetic progression? AP concept? AP chapter? Okay, revise that, student. Revise 4 or 5 questions, practice it. Fine. And for this Monday's test, 22. In that, that blue one, 24, 25, I'll be giving more questions. That one and 10th one. 10th chapter. Matrix, 1 or 2 questions is fine. We have done a lot of questions. 9. Then factor and remainder theorem. 8. Factor remainder, quadratic equation 5. 4, 3, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So these are the questions, students. These are the chapters for Monday or Tuesday I'll conduct. Monday or Tuesday. Just make a note: 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this time you'll have 12 chapters. Okay, in this quickly, I'll just tell me banking, shares and dividend. You'll are thorough with these two. Banking, shares and dividend. Okay, shares and dividends, I'll just teach the formulas. Formulas and one, this question I'll do, which is the sale proceeds. That is often repeated, sale proceed question. Linear inequation, nothing. We have done lot of question. Quadratic, the last exercise I'll make you all revise. Roots, that will take 15-20 minutes. Roots question. Next, factor remainder theorem. All of you will remember factor remainder. Okay, if you want, we'll revise. Just few questions. Matrix will revise factor remainder. AP questions. Okay, next. Even this one. Trigonometry, heights and distance also will revise. Fine. We'll start with the next one, students. Graphical which is that? Graphical representation, ogive, third question. Now, graphical represent. You all have to answer this. All of you should answer graphical representation. Okay. Next we have central tendency, mean, then mode. These three topics are statistics. All put together, statistics. Statistics is nothing but studying number students, basically numbers, dealing with numbers. Okay, in graphical representation, we have to represent all the values in terms of graph. Okay, all the terms in terms of graph. In that, you'll have different types of tables. This table is repeated for graphical representation, mean, and mode. For mode, it is bit different, but for graphical representation and mean students, for these two chapters, you'll have these type of tables. One, they'll either give wages. Look at wages, workers. Okay, first thing, wages 1000 to 2000. Let's try to understand the different types of question. It is very easy to solve. 1000 to 2000. Next, we'll have 2000 to 3000, 3000 to 4000. Next, 4000 to 5000. So wages is nothing but salary per month. 1000 to 2000, there are 10 workers, 15 workers, 5 workers, 35 workers. This is the type of question values you'll have. 35, instead of that I'll take 32, 19, 10, 19, 5, 32 students. Now we always take this as x-axis. The first one as x-axis, second one as y-axis. X-axis, y-axis. Now x-axis, whatever we get, we plot it here. X-axis value, wages. Fine. So now tell me, is this continuous or discontinuous? Values, wage value, continuous or discontinuous? Respond all of you all, continuous or discontinuous? Continuous. So start from 0. What are the values we take here? 1000, next 2000, 3000 and 4000. This is first type of question, not method. First type of question. In this we have three methods. What are the three methods? One is histogram, right? One is histogram. Next, the other one is, which is the other one? Yes, tell me the other one. Frequency polygon. For frequency polygon, this graph you have to convert. 1000 to 2000 is given. We need the middle term. Which number lies between 1000 to 2000? Yes. How do you calculate that? 2000 minus 1000 divided by 2. What do you get? 2, 500. This 500 you should add with all the first numbers, right? 1000 plus 5, 1500, 2500, 3500, 4500. Okay. But while writing, students, don't write 1500, 2500. Remember this, 1500, 2500 is wrong. You have to write the whatever values are given, write it. But while plotting the graph, you have to take the class interval, class marks. Take class marks. Digit 1500, you're supposed to take 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, it goes on. 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. Now we need to take this value 1510. In left hand side, you could have taken 10, 20, 30, 40. Now, if you want to plot frequency polygon, we need to take 10 and 1500. 1500 lies in between 1000 and 2010. Keep a point. All of you understood? Any doubts in this? 2519. Look at the calculation. 3505. Next calculation, 3505. Then 32. All the way like this. Once you construct graph like this, student. One more thing. Something I missed out in graphical representation. This one. Frequency polygon. What did I miss out? Nobody answered that. What did I miss out in this? For frequency polygon, there are two extra things, right? What are those? Yes, response students. For frequency polygon, we have two extra things. What about the values? We take the first and last value extra, right? We take first and second value extra, student. 1500 is given, you have to the table again. 1500. You have to take from 0 to 1000. So the middle value is 500. Start from 0, 1000. Then, when you connect the graph, when you join the graph, it should touch the 5000 to 6000 is the last value. After 5000, you have up to 6000. So from here, you have to connect it. So like this, it goes like this. Keep a scale and connect it. And write all the values. X value first, Y value next. For example, the highest point is 4500, comma 32. X comma Y value. This is how the graph looks. Okay, so second type is also done. Then same question, if they ask a low-jive graph, you have to find the cumulative frequency. For number of workers, you have to find cumulative frequency. Tell me the answer, students. What is cumulative frequency? Calculate for this. Okay, fine. Okay. Very okay. Okay. Meaning nothing. Okay. Very, very okay. Okay, fine. Financial meeting. Financial matrix. இல்ல இருக்குங்க அது நானே வேணா டைப் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா இல்ல எப்படி? சரி ஓகே. சரி ட்ரை பண்றேன். ஏதாச்சும் டவுட் இருந்தா ஃபோன் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே. தேங்க் யூ. ஓகே. Bye. Yeah. Tell me the cumulative frequency for this students. 10 will remain as it is. How do you find the next one? 10 plus 19, 89. Actually, we don't write it like this. You know how to write the column, right? Row wise, column. 19, 29 plus 5, 54 plus this, you get 60. Okay, this is ogive graph. For even for ogive, tell me what are the two values we take for ogive graph. Be quick, all of you. Yes, we take cumulative frequency, and in the wages, which one we take? Upper limit or lower limit? Upper limit. All of you remember 2000 plus 2k plus 3k plus 29, 4k, 4k plus 4k and 34, right? 5k with 66. Same like what you call, which is that? Frequency polygon. Same like frequency polygon, 2k 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 2k 10 mark here. Next 3k we have 29. This is very simple concept. 3k is 29 and 4k we have 34. Then always start with 0, students. Can you see this 1000 given? What is the lowest value we have? What is the lower limit? In the first value, what is the lower limit? Isn't it 1000? Yes. So join from there. 1000, it goes like this. Or it might increase and decrease like this. And for ogive graph, there are two things. One is rough hand sketching is also fine. Curve. If you're not able to get it, you can use scale. Anything is fine. And mention the same thing like this. Mention the same answers. So for ogive graph, take the upper limit. For frequency polygon, take the middle value. For histogram, take both the values. This is the concept. Both the value, middle value, upper limit. Okay. So in this three method, we have three types of question. What I showed you all now is continuous type. Naomi, do you have any doubts? Sherisha, Naomi, Lemula, Ivania, Tanishka. Okay, understood, Ivania, Tanishka. Okay, this was continuous method, students. Continuous. You have three or four types of question. One is continuous. That is what I showed. Next is discontinuous. After that, you have continuous, discontinuous. Only class marks will be given. Only class marks. I'll explain that. Only class marks will be given. That is the other type. Next, less than value will be given. Less than. Only four types. Less than 5, less than 10, less than 20. These type of question, less than 20. First, continuous is done. Next, discontinuous. For discontinuous, 10, 20, 21, 30, 40, 41, 50. From continuous, you have to discontinuous, students. From discontinuous, you have to convert into continuous. How do you convert? Just plus and minus 0.5. Is it clear? If you plus and minus 0.5, what do you get? 9.5 to 20.5. Next, what do we get? Respond, all of you. Unmute and respond. 20.5 to 30.5. Next, 30.5 to 40. Just it goes on. 60.5. And this is the value we need to take in the x-axis. Remember that. This is the value we need to take in the x-axis. Draw x-axis, take the value. In this, if they give class marks, frequency, if they ask you to find ogive graph, convert into cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency and upper limit is required. Take all the upper limits. So 0, 9.5, 20.5, and if there is more gap between 0 and 9.5, for example, if it was 0 and 200, you have 250, 300, 350. So what is the distance between each class mark, students? What's the difference? How much is the difference? Tell me, what's the difference? Unmute and respond. 50. But what is the difference between 0 and 200? The first value differences. Then draw this zigzag line. Remember, zigzag line is required. Suppose 200, 400, 600 is given. Now, what is the difference between 200, 400? What's the difference, students? 200. What is the difference between 400 and 600? 200. What is the difference between 0 and 200? Even that is also 200, right? So it is equal. If it is equal, don't draw zigzag line. Never draw zigzag line. If not, draw this. If there is huge gap, draw this zigzag line. Next. For ogive graph, take the upper limit 20.5. For 20.5, convert into frequency and solve it. This is the second type of question. Continuous, discontinuous. Third type of question is class marks. They'll just give you class marks. I'll tell you the formula how to solve. Next. Only class marks will be given. Yeah, you can just go through the notes, students, we have solved, and go through the textbook questions. Even there it is given. Look at the fifth question. What is given? Class interval or class marks? What is given? Fifth question. Respond all of you all. What is given, students? Just class marks is given, right? 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Remember this, Lemuel, Naomi, don't take 150, 160 and mark, students. That is wrong. Okay, 160, 170. Never do like this. We need a limit. Whenever we solve a question, you need a continuous value. First thing, we need to find the continuous value. The formula for that is, take any two values. H is equals to 160. Tell me, what is the formula? 160 minus 150 divided by 2. What are we getting? Be quick. 5. Now, with 150, add minus 5, students. What do you get with 150 if you minus 5? 145. If you add 5, 155. Is this clear? All of you understood how to convert 145 to 155? 145, 155. This is what you have to take in x-axis. Next, add minus 5 from 160, 155. Add 5 with 160, 165. 165, 175. 175, 185. Is this continuous or discontinuous? Tell me what kind of value we got. Continuous. So the concept here is, you plot any graph, students, in mathematics, any graph, everything should be in continuous form. If not, the data will go missing. The data will not match. It should always be continuous. That's the concept. It should always be continuous. Fine. So just practice one or two questions, whatever we did. The third, second one, I made you all solve one question. Fifth one, you'll practice. Okay. You can skip this sixth one, frequency polygon and histogram. Even that I've covered. Each and everything, if I want to do, this will take 1 week. We are going to waste 1 week. When did we start this chapter? Day before yesterday? When did we start? Thursday, right? Thursday or Wednesday? Okay, I think Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday we didn't meet. Wednesday we have started. So 3 days. Okay. Graph question, any 3 or 4 you will practice. Remember the concept. Next, last part is this part. Less than, equal to, less than value. 11th question. Let us solve the 11th one now. And remember the most important part in this 11th question, students, whenever less than value is given, this is not frequency, this is cumulative frequency value. What are these values? 8, 23, 43 are? What are these values, students? Is it frequency or cumulative? Yes, they will directly give cumulative. Remember this or make a note of this whenever less than concept is given. So marks, number of students. Marks is less than 10, take 0 to 10, less than 20, 10 to 20, it should be continuous, less than 30, 20 to 30, less than 40, 30 to 40, less than 50, 40 to 50. And this whatever they give is not frequency, it is cumulative frequency, 8, 23, 43, 50, 64. Okay, for ogive graph, what is required, students? Cumulative frequency or frequency for ogive graph? Cumulative frequency, and we need upper limit. So for ogive graph, you don't have to convert. Remember, don't convert, the answer will go wrong. We just need 10 comma 8. Start plotting this graph. All of you will start. 20 comma 23. Is this clear? Did you understand how to plot? 30 comma 43. Completed. 40 comma 50. These are the values we need. 40 comma 50. X axis and y axis. 50 comma 64. Okay, take a fresh graph, students. First you all complete, later I'll teach. Okay, so whenever less than value is given, it is always a cumulative frequency value. Never convert it. Don't convert. Do it as it is. Zero to 10, 10 to 20 is given. X-axis marks. Marks. Y-axis number of students. Number of students. So it starts from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Y-axis. What is the lowest number we have in y-axis, students? Tell me the lowest number in frequency, cumulative frequency. 8. Highest value is? Which time table can we take? 10 times table? We have up to 64, right? Take 10. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yes, start plotting. The first value. All of you should send it. Once you'll complete, you have to send. 10 comma 8 students. 10. In x-axis 10, y-axis 8. 2 lines below 10. 20 comma 23. 20 comma 23. 3 lines. 30 comma 43. 43. 40 comma 50. 50 comma 64. 50 comma 64. This is your cumulative frequency graph. So the lowest value we have, lower limit is 0. From there, try to connect the graph like this and write all the values. Draw the table. Table is important. Without this, they'll reduce marks. Draw the table. Start plotting it. All of you completed? Okay. Do you have textbooks with you all, students? All of you have textbook with you all now? Respond. Do you have textbook? Open page number 405. Open page number 405. What about Cherisha, Naomi, sorry, Ivania, Tanishka, Lemula, textbook? Open page 405, students. Look at this example questions. Can you see example questions given? For reference, go through that. I've explained each and everything. I didn't skip any question, any topic. Okay. For reference, go through these questions. Class size is given. Look at the values they've taken, x-axis, y-axis. Most of the question they've taken 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, or 20, 40, 60. Right? Never take 30. In y-axis, don't take 30, 60. You can take 5, 10, 15. Okay, look at question number 6, students. Example 6, all of you look at example 6 in textbook. Can you see the way they've written? Page number 409. All of you have page 409. Yes, go through that. Look at that. 409. I have. Let me show. I have it here. Look. Look. This is how you're supposed to write. Look at the screen. Question 6. Marks obtained. 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. Frequency is given. Cumulative frequency you'll find. I explained it. Whenever less than value is given, less than, number of students is already cumulative frequency. Okay, cumulative frequency. So less than 60, you have to take 50 students. This one I forgot to mention. This one, look here. You might have a doubt here. Less than 50, less than 60. Less than 60. I'll write LT, less than 70, less than 80. Okay, now tell me, how do I start this question? Less than 60 is given. What's the difference between 60 to 70? What's the difference? Respond all of you all. What's the difference between 60 to 70? 10. So before 60, what value should be there? Before 60? You should have 50. You should write 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. Can you see here what they've written? 50, they've taken from 50, right? 409, 50, 60, 70 students. Don't take 0 to 60. This is wrong. Okay, the class intervals will not be correct. 0 to 60 is wrong. Next, less than 60, you'll have a question like this. Less than 60, less than 80, less than 100. 60, less than 80, less than 100. Now tell me, what is the difference between 60 and 80? How much is the difference? 20. So before 60, what number you have to take? 50 or 40? 40. Very good. 40 to 60. 60 to 80. 80 to 100. For Ogive graph, we need all the upper limit 60, 80, 100. And the value is already in cumulative frequency 3, 12, 28. Look at the way they have marked. This is 3. After 10, 2 lines. This is 12. Okay, this is 28, this is 35, and this is 40. Use a scale, draw it neatly. Use a scale and draw it. Any doubts? Did you understand? Is it clear? No doubts, right? Okay. Last question, students. Last part. Continuous or discontinuous? We are done. Ogive graph is done. Nothing else. Ogive is done. Now tell me, is this continuous or discontinuous? How is it continuous for you? Do you know the meaning of continuous? Discontinuous. What is discontinuous, Lemila? Why did you tell discontinuous? Hmm. Because very good. Yes. Hmm. Good. You have understood. 130 is not repeated, right? 150, then we have 151 to 160. How do you convert? How do you make it continuous? How much you have to subtract? Tell me, yes. Tell me how much you have to subtract from each. 0.5. If you subtract, you get 120.5 to next 140, 150.5. Can you see now we have made it continuous? So for just for namesake, right? Adjustment factor, student. This is just for namesake, but we know any question the value will be 0.5. Remember that. Plus minus 0.5. Adjustment factor formula is 1 by 2. Take any two values. Let me take 1 by 2, 131 minus 130 is equals to 1 by 2 into 1. That is equals to 0.5. Show this calculation. Okay, I'll show this. I want you all to solve one question. I won't do that. There's very less time. We have to even revise other chapters. Look at this question. Seventh question, all of you. The height of 100 pupils in a school, that is basically students. Okay, 121, 130. Convert. After conversion, you should write this table and you should show the adjustment factor. So they've taken 131, 132 minus divided by 2, you get 0.5. That is what I told. So this is the calculation I showed, 120.5 to 130.5. Remember, this is frequency value. You take frequency and you plot, you will definitely get 0. Calculate cumulative frequency, 12. 12 plus 17, 29. Add everything. Okay. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. This is nothing. This is gone. The middle one is just table. It should be the table. 120 to 130 is given. Can you see 120 to 130? What is the difference between 120 and 130, students? What is the difference between 120.5 to 130.5? What's the difference? 10. And from 140 to 150, all the difference is 10 here. What is the difference? 0 to 120.5. What's the difference? It is 120.5, right? The reason they have drawn two lines like this. You can draw like this or just draw a zigzag line like this. Is it clear, all of you? Then take the upper limit 130.5. Yeah, 130.5, 12. Look at the marking. Look at the answers. Mark it like this and just write it very small, 130.5 to 12. Just write all those values. So this is Ogive graph completed. We have done all three types of three types of methods using four different types of questions. Four different types of questions. Okay. For reference, go to page number 405, students. 405 to 410. So tomorrow before the test, just revise this entire worked out examples. Worked out example. And for today, and I want you all to solve 13th question. What kind of question is this? 13th one. Continuous or discontinuous? It's a discontinuous. For discontinuous, cumulative frequency will not be given. We have to find. For less than question, cumulative frequency will be given. And one important part I forgot. One important part to mention. Yes. Now the 5 minute students concentrate here. The question is like this: less than 60, less than 80, less than 100, less than 120. Okay, this is age, number of patients, less than 60, 7, less than 80, patients are given, less than value is given, students. Whenever less than is given, what are these values? Is it frequency or cumulative frequency? All of you will respond. Whenever less than value is given, is this frequency or cumulative? Yes, all of you will respond, students. So wrong. How many times to explain? Whenever less than value is given, this is not frequency. What is this? What values are those? What were you all doing when I was teaching? Whenever less than values are given, what are these? These are cumulative frequency values. What are these? Cumulative frequency. They are not frequency, they are cumulative frequency. Write it. Write it down. I thought you all will answer, you're giving wrong answers. Whenever in x-axis, students, whenever in x-axis less than value is given, okay, class interval is not given, less than value is given, that time the next value y-axis is always cumulative frequency. So how will you write the table for this? Less than 40, what should I take? What is the difference between 40 and 50? 10. So I should start from 30 to 40 next. Tell me the next one. 40 to 50. Okay, this is class interval. Class interval. The next one is not frequency. For all the other questions, it is frequency, students. But whenever less than is given, this is cumulative frequency. Tell me all the cumulative frequency values: 17, 23, 40, and for ogive graph, what are the two values required? Upper value and cumulative. Okay, when you're constructing ogive graph for this less than question, do you need to convert this? Already cumulative frequency is given, right? So don't need to convert. Take direct values and solve. This is only for ogive. What if they ask you to solve histogram, students? For histogram, do we need cumulative frequency or just frequency? Tell me, for histogram, what do we need? We need only frequency, right? Frequency. So this question, we have to convert from frequency, cumulative frequency to frequency. Write this, all of you will write it. Just write those table. Is Naomi online? Tanishka, Cherisha, Naomi, no respond. Did you understand? Cherisha, is Cherisha online? Understood what I asked, told now? Naomi, can you tell me what I told? Yes, tell me, Naomi. Tell me what I explained now, Naomi. Tell me what I explained. Is that less than? Why I've written CF there? Your explanation is wrong. What did I tell? No, for less than, whatever value is given, whenever less than is given, what are these values? Cumulative frequency. Except less than, if other things are given, continuous, discontinuous, then these values will be what? Those values will be frequency, right? For ogive graph, what is required? Frequency or cumulative frequency? For ogive graph, what is required? Okay. Now, if they give this question, how will you solve this question? Yes, wrong. For ogive graph, what I told? For ogive graph, what is required? What are the two things required to plot ogive graph, Naomi? One is cumulative frequency, and the next one is class marks is also required. Which one? Lower limit or upper limit? So 40 comma 17. For these type of question, already cumulative frequency is given, right? Do we need to convert it again? No. For OJ, we don't need to convert. Can you see? We take the direct value and solve. Understood or no, Naomi? Tell me properly, because lot of background noise. Lot of background noise. You're concentrating, right? Fine. For histogram, what is required? Histogram and the other one, frequency polygon. You need cumulative frequency or frequency table. Need frequency. So what we are supposed to do, students? Lemula, Cherisha, if they give same question and ask you to find histogram, what are we supposed to do? Whatever table is given, what is this table? This is cumulative frequency, right? You have to convert into which one? Frequency. Make a note of this. I'll teach you how to convert into frequency. Okay, from cumulative frequency to frequency, the words are increasing or decreasing? Tell me, students, number of words are increasing or decreasing? Decreasing, right? So you have to add or subtract. For decreasing, you have to add or subtract. Subtract. Keep the first one as it is, 17. How do you subtract? Next one. Take 23 and 17. Minus 23. What is 23 minus 17? You get 6. Next, take 40 and 23. 40 minus 23 in Naomi. 7, you have to start from second standard then. 40 minus 23 is 17. Right? Let me take 50 here. 50. Now tell me. Next one, what's the answer? 50 minus 40? 10. Understood? All of you? Now we have to plot for histogram, students. For histogram, you need class interval and frequency. Any doubts in this? We have done the entire thing. Entire chapter is done. You all have any doubts? All the main points I've taught you all. If you all want, just write. For histogram, what are the two things required, students? We need class interval. Tell me, be quick. Class interval and frequency or cumulative frequency? Frequency. We need frequency. For frequency polygon, what are the two things we need? Class interval or class marks? What is required? The middle term is class marks, right? We need class marks and frequency, even for this frequency. Class marks and frequency. Okay, tell me for ogive graph, what are the two things required? Class interval and cumulative frequency. Make a note of this. These are the three different things you have to remember. For histogram, class interval, frequency. Class interval is nothing but continuous class interval, continuous. Even this one is continuous. If you understand this logic, any question you'll be able to solve. Then you should know how to convert from class marks cumulative frequency to frequency. Okay, and frequency to cumulative frequency. This is known as continuous class interval. When we talk about class marks, what lies between 10 and 20 students? Tell me what lies between 10 and 20. How will you calculate? 20 minus 10 divided by 2. 5. Add 5 with all these first values, what you get? 15, 25 and these are known as class marks. Yes. Make a note of this. These are known as class marks. Again, when it comes to class interval, 10, 20, 30. So instead of solving everything, you should just understand the logic. Any question you'll be able to solve. Okay. From continuous to class interval, whenever class interval is given to find class marks, this is the formula. Last part will end the class. Last part 10, 15, 25, 35. First completed till year students. All of you completed till year and let me know. All of you completed, done? Okay, last calculation students. Any doubts in converting cumulative frequency to frequency? Fine. Like this. Then class marks. Class marks is the middle value. What if class marks is given and now if they ask you to find class interval 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. Class marks. Whenever class marks is given, we don't need class marks. We need class interval for histogram. Class interval for histogram and ogive graph. I'll tell you how to convert. Frequency to cumulative frequency 5, 15, 19, 8, 2. Be quick students. We'll complete these two in the class. How do you convert from frequency to cumulative frequency? Cherisha, Naomi and Lemula, number of words are increasing or decreasing from frequency to cumulative? Increasing, add or subtract for increasing? Add. I'll tell you how to add. Keep the first one as it is 5. Next, which two you have to add? Which two students? How much is 5 and 15? 20. Next, 20 plus 19? 39 plus 8? 48? 47. 47 plus 2? Right? Next, from cumulative frequency to frequency, number of words are increasing or decreasing? Add or subtract? Subtract. Minus. Keep the first number as it is 5. Second number, take these two. What is 20 minus 5? 39 minus 20? 19. 47 minus 39? 8. 40 minus 47? Are the values correct? Logic also correct. Addition, subtraction. So don't get confused. Next. Class marks is given, students. Class marks is the middle term. The formula for this is, what is the difference between 20 and 15? Yes, respond all of you all. H, right? You should calculate like this: 25 minus 15 divided by 2. What's the answer? Divided by 2 is 5. Last question, 5. Add 5, subtract 5 and add 5 with 15. What do you get? 10 to 20 to 30. 30 to 40. 40 to 50. 50 to 60. Can you see everything is continuous? Right? This is continuous class interval. This is the formula. Make a note or just go through this. Any doubts? Lemula, Cherisha? Is Cherisha online? Okay. Next. What if class interval is given? We need to find class marks. Same, this 15, 25, I'll teach you how to quickly get the answer. What is 20 minus 10, students? Subtract these two. Subtract. Divide by 2. What do you get? Okay. What do you do with this 5? You should add with all the first number. What do you get? 15, 25, 35, 45, and the values matching. That's the reason from beginning I was teaching this formula, 20 minus 10. In textbook they'll give half into 10 plus 20. Never use this one. You'll get confused. Okay, never use the textbook formula, students. Or even teachers also might teach the same thing. Don't use that. Use minus logic. Minus logic is very easy to remember. When two values are given, when class interval two values are given, take these two, subtract divided by 2. When only one value is given, take these two, subtract it. 25 minus 15 divide by 2. You'll get 5. That 5 you subtract minus 5, add plus 5. You'll get 10 and 20. Okay, even tomorrow I need to conduct class. What time shall I conduct tomorrow? 3:30, 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock, is it fine? See, I have to make you all revise, students. Revise, and Monday or Tuesday I'll conduct test. 12 or 13 chapters. All of you log in at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Log in at 4 o'clock, you all can leave. That's for today, you all can leave, students. Yes.